Jennings in there along with Pendleton and Powell and Sanders. And Carter hits a free throw.
And this is where
Drake is Taylor's in there too. Okay, go ahead.
This is where Ashland could take advantage. Ashland is 76% free throw shooting team. Owensboro of 59%.
Got them both. Cats have cut it to 4. Here comes Owensboro with the basketball, and they've got their two studs, Carbon and Webb, out of the game right now. Get some stops, get some buckets. Down the lane goes Taylor, has it blocked away nicely by Asher Atkins. Good job by Asher. It'll stay with Owensboro. Just 30 seconds into the second. Cats trailed by 10 at one point. Cut it 6, now it's at 4. Powell will put it in play underneath his bucket on the right baseline, looking. Brings it in, knocked away, right back out of bounds as they try to get into Pendleton. Braxton Jennings knocks it away, and Owensboro will try it again. This time it'll be Taylor to try and put it in. Ashland still man-to-man. Taylor slaps and looks. And looks. And looks, and he better hurry, and it's knocked away by DeBoard. Gathered in by Powell. He'll go to Pennington. Down low to Powell, who lost it out of bounds. Turnover. Owensboro. They don't make many. That's only their second. So the Cats down by 4 have the ball. Owensboro in their full court man-to-man, Trepping. Adkins looking to get it in. He better hurry. Gets it into Jennings. He bobbles it, picks it up. Comes out of there on the dribble. Brings it up about three-quarter court. Looks for the board. Now brings it across the line himself. Goes to the right side. Knocks Taylor into the first row. Jennings, Carter straightaway 3. Nah, dog it. A little bit out of his range and a little bit short. Here comes Powell for Owensboro. Up by 4, minute into the second. Powell deals it on the left side to Sanders. Sanders has it knocked away. Good steal by Freeze. Up to Adkins and blocked and fouled by Rogers.
That was the difference in the hustle. Nate Freeze dives on the floor. Sanders reaches down. That's the difference in another possession for Ashland.
And we've got it. The Tomcats down 4. Here's the thing about it. We got to take advantage. We got to capitalize. We got to shoot it. We got to make them. Adams and Carbon are back in for Owensboro.
Ashland 2 of 11 from downtown.
It's awful. Come in hitting 38% from the three-point range, and some got to get hot somewhere. Here's Carter straight away. Takes his move. Goes inside out to Freeze. Backs his way in. Puts it up, blocked and fouled by Adams, I think. Yep, Adams. Or Webb, I'm sorry. His first.
And that was a great read by Zander. He sucks the defense in. Freeze with excellent hands underneath. You saw that play a lot during the regional tournament.
Freeze has got 2. Good free throw shooter at 74%. The junior up. Brick. Come on, guys. Got to make some shots, fellas. Trailing by 4 at 6:46 of the second quarter. One more for Nate Freeze. A big tight end puts it up. Missed it again. Yeesh. There's a lid on that bad boy. Rebounded by Rogers. Goes to Carbon down the lane. Missed a shot. Rebounded by Sander Carter. Here come the Cats ahead of Jennings. Jennings to DeBoard. DeBoard wants to. Decides not to. Pivots around. Baseline jumper at 15. Got it. Race knocks it down. Cats have trimmed it to 2 at 20-18 at 6:27 to go here in the first half. Got to get some shots to fall. Right now, it's DeBoard and Jennings that seem to be the hotter shooters. All right, here comes Powell for Owensboro, left side. Taylor down low to Carbon. Carbon against Carter, puts it up. No good. Rebound Jennings. The outlet to DeBoard. Cats with a chance to tie it. Here comes DeBoard all the way. Free throw line down to Freeze, right through his legs and out of bounds. Good pass. Maybe a little bit low, but very catchable. 5 Ashland turnovers.
And on the defensive end, Carter's length causing Carbon some problems in this one.
Ashland man-to-man. They've abandoned their 2-3, and Carter's guarding Carbon. Here comes Powell against Jennings. Left side to Taylor. Taylor looks, comes high post to Webb. Down low and knocked away by Carter and out of bounds, trying to go to Carbon. It'll stay with Owensboro at 5:52 of the half. Owensboro has not scored in the corner. They've gone on better than 2-minute drought, and Ashland's trimmed it to 2. Taylor will put it in play from his right baseline. Looking, brings it into Webb. Back to Taylor. He'll shoot a 3. No good. Rebound by Adkins to Freeze to DeBoard. Now let's capitalize, fellas. We've had opportunity after opportunity to tie it or take the lead. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard against Powell. Around the arc. He'll blow by him all the way to the bucket. Lays it up and in. We got a tie game. First tie at 20. The Cats have come all the way back. Down low to Webb. Against Freeze. Puts his shot up. Won't go. Rebound DeBoard. Here come the Cats trying to regain the lead. Here's DeBoard with it. He stops. Top of the key. Penetrates. Comes back out on top now near the UK logo. Picks up his dribble and throws it away. Basketball loose and headed out of bounds. It'll belong to Owensboro. Another Tomcat turnover. Not a good pass by Race DeBoard.
And Carbon got lucky there. He had a piece of Xander Carter's jersey as he was going down.
20-20. 5:10 to go in the half. Inbounds to Powell. Powell will bring it across the line. Ashland man-to-man. Powell will walk it up down central. Directing traffic. Near side he comes now to Taylor. Taylor to the baseline, goes inside to Carbon. Double teamed and trap. Puts it up and in anyway and gets fouled. He can muscle it up and in. Count the bucket. The foul's going to be on Carter, his first. They list Carbon at only 5'11". He plays like he's 6'5". So he's at the line to try and get three the hard way, and then a 66% free throw shooter. Owensboro's first points of the quarter make it 3, and they're back out 23-20. DeBoard in backcourt against the Red Devil pressure. Brings it up the far sideline against Powell. Trots it across the line. Heads down that right baseline all the way to the end. Inside out, he puts a shot up. Blocked, rebounded by Jennings of Ashland. He'll step out for a three. Got another one. Braxton, back-to-back threes. The Cats have tied it again at 23. And down low, here's Taylor, got behind the defense and lays it up and in. Owensboro 25, Ashland 23. 4:20 to go in the half. Carter will bring it across the line. They just picked his pocket. Carter got it picked by Taylor. Taylor to Carbon. Carbon against the board. Takes him to the bucket. Puts it up. Off the glass, no. Tipped up, no. Rebound loose and dug in. Powell for three. Missed it. Rebound Carter. Here come the Cats the other way. They trail it by 2. Carter in backcourt. Up the near sideline he comes. Splits the defenders all the way. Takes it to the hole. Put it up and in. Carter, the sophomore's got 8. We got a tie game again at 25. Here comes Owensboro. 3:45 to go in the first half. Carbon across the timeline against Carter. Takes him down in the wing. Looks inside the Webb. Makes his move to the elbow. Lets it fly from there. Air ball. Rebound DeBoard. Here come the Cats in the tie game. DeBoard across the timeline. Spins down into the paint. Inside out. He'll look and now he'll penetrate. Looking. Gives to Carter. Carter throws up another three. It won't go. He can't buy one tonight. Rebound Owensboro's Webb. Webb to Powell down the lane. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebounded by Carter. Here come the Cats to DeBoard. Tied at 25. DeBoard stops. He penetrates down into the paint. Inside out to Freeze. Freeze will bring it back out now to give it to Adkins and down deep in that left corner. Straight away to Braxton Jennings. Shoot it, Braxton. You got a hot hand. I don't care if you're standing on the logo or not. Shoot it. Braxton will take his move against Carbon. Backs his way into Freeze, now to Carter. 2:50 to go in the half, all tied at 25. Carter straight away. He's cold right now to Freeze. Freeze at the arc, gives it back to Carter, reset the offense. Carter will penetrate into the paint. Fall-away shot, no good. Got hammered. Freeze with a putback. Nate with a garbage bucket. Cats have regained the lead, 25-23, or 27-25. 2.5 to go in the first half. They've come all the way back from down 10. Here comes Carbon for Owensboro. He'll go against Carter. Going blind into the paint, and Carter fouled him. He did. It's either Carter or DeBoard. One of them got him. And Carbon will shoot 2. Foul is on DeBoard, his first. Which is good news because Carter's already got one. 2:20 to go in the first half. Ashland's regained the lead. It's a Tomcats 27. Owensboro 25 here on B97.
It's time to reboot your credit card with Apple Card. Apple Card is a different kind of credit card. It gives you up to 3% unlimited cash back on everything you buy. It's real cash that never expires or loses value, and you can use it on anything. Grab a morning coffee, pick up a tab, or pay back a friend. Apply now in the Wallet app on iPhone and start using it right away. Apple Card issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA Salt Lake City branch. Subject to credit approval. Daily cash is available via Apple Cash Card issued by Green Dot Bank, member FDIC, or as a statement credit. Terms apply.
Sickness can spread fast. But with Lysol, you can go into protect mode. and prevent cold and flu germs from spreading any further. For the things you touch, nothing kills more viruses on more surfaces than Lysol disinfectant spray. And when it comes to your laundry, adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of illness-causing bacteria. Lysol, what it takes to protect. Use as directed.
Your home for the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
2:20 to go. We're in the first half. Ashland leading by 2, 27-25 after trailing by 10. Not shooting well, Mr. Rowland.
No, Ashland 11 of 29 from the field for 38%, 3 of 13 from downtown for 23%. If there is a good thing, Dickie, Braxton Jennings 2 for 2 from the field and from downtown. Race DeBoard 3 of 7, which isn't great, but the two combined are 5 for 9. However, the rest of the team is 6 for 20 for 30% combined. And I'll say one thing on Owensboro, and Carbon has 11 right now, but he's had to shoot 36% to get it.
All right, it'll be Owensboro at the foul line with Ashland on top by 2. For the Cats, it's Freeze and Adkins, DeBoard, Jennings, and Carter. Owensboro is yet to break huddle. With 2:20 to go here in the first half, Tomcats trailed at 1 point, 14-4. But now leaded by 2. Got some good stops and then got Braxton Jennings hot with a couple of threes. Pendleton's hand for Owensboro along with Rogers. Moss is back in the game. Carbon will be at the line to shoot 2. And Powell, the point guard. What are we waiting on? Oh, he's going for the shooter. Carbon will come out if he makes the second free throw. Because they got a sub down there for him. I wouldn't take him out. I don't care. He can't breathe. First one's up and in. Tomcats have lead is trimmed to 1. Carbon can give us our 4th tie of the game. All coming here in the second quarter. Carbon, Kenyatta. 5'11 senior, pushes it up. No good. Rebound, pushed out of the way, freeze, and put up and in by Pendleton. They got a 3-point play. That should have been a foul, and they missed it. Lead change number 3. Owensboro up by 1, 28-27. Here comes DeBoard with 2 minutes to go in the half. DeBoard with it out front. Spins around the arc to the near side. Penetrates to the free throw line over to Adkins. Adkins to DeBoard. DeBoard out between the rings. Looks inside, redirects traffic in a minute 55. They clear it out for him. He'll penetrate. Back it back out. Go to the bucket. Inside out to Adkins. Adkins will go to the bucket. Lay it off the glass. Won't go, but he got fouled. And he'll shoot 2. And that foul is going to be on Carbon, his first. And at the line will be Asher Adkins, a great free throw shooter at 79%. Will shoot 2. With the Cats trailing by 1 at a minute 48 of the first half. And the official owes us one as they pushed. And he missed another free throw. Have we made a free throw tonight?
We're 2 for 5. Xander's made both of them.
That is ugly. Out goes Carbon. And into the game for is Pendleton. Shot up by Atkins. Bouncing in with that one. We got another tie at 28. All right, here comes Owensboro with the basketball. Across the line, Moss, the freshman, gives to Powell. Ashland man-to-man. Powell deals it back out on top now to Rogers. Rogers to Moss. Moss bangs it out near the hash mark on the far side at 90 seconds. He'll go into the paint, give and go. Ball lost on the floor, picked up by Pendleton, up and bouncing in. He got a shooter's roll there. 30-28, Owensboro by 2. DeBoard in a hurry. He races into forecourt. Jennings for 3 more. Yep, won't go. Rebounded by Asher Adkins, and now he'll get tied up. Possession arrow will give it to Owensboro with 1:12 to go. Owensboro leads it 30-28.
Ashland 3 for 14 from downtown.
Normally we hit 38% behind the arc, and not tonight. Maybe that's an omen for the second half, but we'll start lighting it up. Here comes Moss against Ashland's man-to-man. Cross court to Powell. Powell in the near side. He gives it to Rogers. Rogers back out on top now to Powell. Powell will penetrate to the elbow. Rogers with a 3 from the left wing. Bouncing out. Rebounded by Carter. Carter fights his way out of there. I mean, literally fights his way out.
7
Gets
boards.
to DeBoard. DeBoard looking, jump pass to Carter. Carter will penetrate, bring it back out at 40 seconds. Cats down 2. Carter, right side, Jennings. Jennings at the arc. He'll bring it back out to DeBoard at 34. Owensboro up 30-28. DeBoard with it out front. They set the high pick and roll. He'll take advantage of it, roll to that right side, bounce to Freeze. Freeze looks, gives to Adkins at 22, and back now to DeBoard. DeBoard will penetrate to the free throw line. Down the lane, puts it up, lost a handle on it. Adkins steals it out with a save. Near side to Freeze. DeBoard gives inside, and it's knocked away out of bounds. It'll belong to Ashland. With 10 seconds to go, Tomcats will have the basketball from the right baseline, trailing by 2. Rogers out, and Taylor back in for Owensboro. Ashland, let's see what kind of clock management we got here. Halftime, we'll talk to Kitten coach Stacey Davis. She'll be with us. DeBoard looking to get it in, looking, lobs it into Carter at 9, at 8. Carter will penetrate down the lane. He'll throw it up. It's an air ball. Loses the handle on Owensboro. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Powell in backcourt won't get a shot off. At the end of 1, it's Owensboro 30 and Ashland 28. Tomcats outscore them 14-10 there in that quarter to get back from a 10-point deficit and trail by just 2 here at halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes, and Stacey Davis will join us here on B97.
Adam Gold in studio with my friends Dallas Spruill and Patrick Day from the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. All right, let's see if you guys can run down the litany of all of your products, because I have to do them every time in the podcast. So, Patrick, start with you. Give me a product.
Gutter helmet.
Oh, very good.
Roofing.
Windows.
Doors.
Railings.
Railings. I don't even mention it. I got to mention that now.
Vinyl and hardy siding.
Oh, hardy plank siding. Very good.
Awnings.
Awnings. Another one I don't mention. I'm bad at this.
Carports.
Oh, we've stumped you. We've stumped you, Dallas. Carports. Another one I don't mention.
Everything on the outside of your home.
Everything on the if it's for the exterior of your home.
That's right.
To make your home more beautiful and energy efficient on the outside and inside. Right?
Oh.
Anything to add to that, Dallas?
Reach out. Give us a call. You can visit us on the web at aluminumcompany.com.
There you go. Free no obligation estimate can be had. And there are more products than that. aluminumcompany.com.
That dealership is crazy. You know your car's worth more than that. Get400more.com buys cars. Get400more.com buys trucks. Get400more pays more than the local dealership, including CarMax. Sell your car for more to Get400more.com.
As if the McCrispy couldn't get any better, Bacon and Ranch just entered the chat. The Bacon Ranch McCrispy. Available at participating McDonald's for a limited time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's the Tomcats halftime show on B97.
Coach Stacey Davis, well, it's the state tournament. You coached, you played in it, you coached in it. Now your boys are playing, but let's reflect back on bringing your girls down here last week, and you've had a few days to digest it and take a look at it. Let's talk about the game first. What did we do, I guess? We played great defense both games, but we just couldn't get it to fall there in the closing seconds.
We did. Our defense kept us in the ball game and actually got us back into it there in the fourth quarter. But we didn't shoot well. The last play there, Kinley Woods, ball in her hands, beats her man in the basket. Wasn't one in anybody else's hands. No. 9 out of 10 times she makes it.
Exactly.
It just rolled off the rim there. And like I said, our shooting was way off. Thank goodness our defense was there. Or neither game might have been pretty, but I couldn't be any more proud of the girls. We weren't expected to even be here, and then to compete with one of the top teams in the state and have a chance to go to the Final Four was it's a pretty cool experience. It was hard. It was hard to It's hard to overcome. It took a couple days of sitting back to realize what we did this season and what a ride it was to get past the loss to McCracken County.
Yeah. You talk about the defense we talk about all year long. That keeps you in games and wins you get a lot of basketball games. But you got to be able to put it in the hole. Was it the big dance
floor? Was it the bright lights? Maybe we didn't shoot so well?
That's what I'm thinking. Even looking at their eyes, still, even the second game. First game was just whoa.
Right.
Even for me, it was like wow. You can tell. Somebody can tell you what an experience it is, but until you step out there, I mean, it was overwhelming.
Yeah,
the whole getting off the bus, getting in was overwhelming, and their eyes were big, but. Even though we played at Moorhead and the college floor, the size of the floor, but it's just different here.
Oh, yeah, sure it is.
And especially when you're not the best shooting team anyway, and then you throw that in there. Also, it was. I think that had a big key too, because we missed bunnies too. Not just 3-pointers.
Right.
We missed some bunnies too. And we missed free throws.
Yeah.
So that's just something we'll get back on. We focus on defense. We'll do a lot of offensive skill work in this off season too.
The trip as a whole, as you look at it, I know the girls had a great time, enjoyed themselves, got to play twice at Rupp Arena and played against some great competition, but the whole trip as a whole, I know they thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, they did. It was a great experience, especially, after these girls are hoots, let's put it this way. They're different. Back when I played, it was like all business, But these girls, they like the business. We're in the gym, but outside of it, they're fun. But we didn't have TikTok and all that back growing up. So now the girls, after they're having a pillow fight, they're doing some TikToks. So it was a good bonding experience for the girls and for us coaches with the girls. Because as we've always told them, basketball doesn't define who they are. It ends for everybody. But what they do outside of basketball does define them. So, we try to look at, they're not just ball players to us. I've gained how many daughters now? Never had a daughter. Always wanted one. Now I got a bunch. That's how we look at it. We're also helping these girls to be the best they can be, the best young ladies off the court, too. So it was a good experience.
Target's always on Ashland's back, no matter what sport we're playing. We are everybody's Super Bowl. Now it becomes even a little more because you've won the region. And that's going to be a little more pressure, and then the pressure to get back here. And once you get back here, you have that experience, and you're expected to play better the second or third or fourth time around.
Oh, exactly. Like I said, we didn't have any pressure on us this year. We did a little bit. I mean, we were every once in a while we were thrown in the rankings with with Russell Boyd round. We'd beat one and then lose to one. We'd fall this and that. But now there is pressure there. Sure. It is, the girls have been here, and they know the experience, and I know they want to get back, because I want to get back. So now I think it shows a different light of what they can do and what's expected of them. I think it'll also carry into the gym with practices. I think they'll be more determined with, hey, our goal was to get to Rupp. We put a sign up in the locker room before you walk in. It says the road to Rupp starts here. And, we kept telling them that. I don't think they really believed it. I think they were shocked when they got here, but now they know what it's like.
Sure.
So when we go in that gym and say, hey, this is what we got to do to be there, I think the focus will be even more this upcoming season.
You think it'll either make them a little more hungry to get back?
Exactly. Once you've been here, it's, you're hungry to get here because it's like, oh, yeah, we can go to Rupp. But once you've been here and this experience, can't explain it.
Yeah.
But once you've been here, it'd be a big letdown not to come back year after year after year.
Especially after winning a game, get to stay an extra day or two, and
I know.
Who knows? You get to Saturday, and
I said our goal, like I said, we'll put it up in our locker room. Our goal will be play on Saturday.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game. All right, well, let's talk about this one tonight. Your baby boys are out there playing at Rupp Arena. Of course, Tristan was here last year, and Cam kind of came along, but golly, what a thrill for a mom, huh?
Oh yeah, I can't even really put it into words.
Yeah.
When they run out of the tunnel, I guarantee, and they come out on that floor together, I guarantee there'll probably be some tears.
Well, yeah.
So look the other way for a little bit. But just the thought of seeing them run out together and the experience is just to experience as brothers. Sometimes a lot of people get the experience, but they're getting to do it together.
Yeah.
And Cameron's one of Tristan's biggest supporters. Tristan's come on strong.
Yes, he is.
Into the postseason, and he'll play a big role out here. So, I just pray for both of them that just, especially Tristan, the anxiety, and the stress, because I know the nerves. That just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
When you get on the floor, you're going to be nervous. I just pray it relieves a little bit of that anxiety as he goes out there.
I think we got a winnable game tonight, don't you?
I do too. Yep. I think we got a good draw with the boys. I watched a little bit on some NFHS, a little bit of Owensboro, and but I think our boys, if they come out and play the way they did in the region, I thought they really peaked in the region. They played good team ball.
Agreed.
They shared the ball, found them the open shot. and our defense was good.
Sure.
It's like we picked up the pressure. So if they come out doing those things in tempo, we seem to get out down the floor a little bit more at Moorhead. I think they'll be okay.
Well, thanks for taking the time out. Good luck with the girls this spring and summer, and get them ready come fall.
Thank you.
Okay. Coach Stacy Davis of the Ashland Kittens back in a moment on B97.
Sickness can spread fast. But with Lysol, you can go into protect mode and prevent cold and flu germs from spreading any further. For the things you touch, nothing kills more viruses on more surfaces than Lysol disinfectant spray. And when it comes to your laundry, adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of illness-causing bacteria. Lysol, what it takes to protect. Use as directed.
Adam Gold in studio with my friend Sammy Hanna, owner-operator of the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. You guys sponsor my podcast. I look at my podcast reviews all the time, and most of them are really good, but I don't get 5s. You guys get 5s.
Well, it's a lot of work and effort to keep those 5s coming, Adam. We are try to be very responsive to every wish and every concern of our homeowners anytime something comes about.
Do you read all of them?
We do, absolutely. Every one of them.
What about, you guys get voicemails too?
We do. I've get quite a few calls, quite a few voicemails, and we pride ourselves on being responsive, and that's why if you go on our website or go to Aluminum Company on Google, we've got almost 800 reviews out there, and we try to be there for any response whatsoever.
What is the average review?
4.9.
4.9? That's a cartoon number.
I guess we're a cartoon, Adam.
Oh, no. I am Wile E. Coyote. I have no idea. AluminumCompany.com for a free no-obligation estimate. AluminumCompany.com.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
And we're back here on B97.1. Owensboro leading Ashland 30-28 at halftime. Tyler Rowland here, and I'm going to run through some stats with you. First off, for the Tomcats, shooting 11 of 30 for 37% from the field, 3 of 14 for 21% from the three-point line, only 3 of 6 from the line for 50%, but they are out rebounding Owensboro 24-16. And one other big factor that has been a difference maker in this one is turnovers. Ashland with 8, Owensboro with 3, and Owensboro with 11 points off of those turnovers compared to 0 for Ashland. Looking through the individual numbers, for Ashland, Xander Carter had 10 in the first half, along with 7 rebounds. Race DeBoard had 6, so did Braxton Jennings. Jennings hit a couple of threes. And then Tristan Davis hit a 3. Freeze finished with a bucket, and Asher Adkins had a 1 from a free throw. Meanwhile, for Owensboro, Carbon led the way when he averages 22 a game. He had 12 in the first half. Taylor had 5. Webb and Pendleton each had 4. Moss had 3, and Powell had 2. And one thing to watch with Owensboro in particular is on the scoring end. They have not been a particularly balanced scoring team. Ashland can play and keep, if Carbon gets his normal numbers, but they keep the other guys at a reasonable amount and hit the 3, of course, then we'll have a shot at this one.
Got to start hitting some threes when you're 3 for 14, and Xander Carter, who comes in hitting 40% behind the arc, and he's 0 for 4. So I don't know, this is my belief, but when you're shooting this poorly as the Tomcats are, and you're within 2, if we can just get some shots to fall, we're getting good looks. I mean, they're not bad looks. They're contested, but because Owensboro plays great defense, and they're so quick and athletic, but, I mean, we're getting good looks. They just got to start falling. Carter is 0 for 4. Conway's 0 for 1. DeBoard's 0 for 1. Adkins 0 for 1. Those are all three-pointers. Davis and Jennings are the only ones that hit some threes. And Jennings has got to be in the game because he's so athletic, and he can match Owensboro's quickness. And how about Moorhead State upsetting Clemson in the NIT? Wow, 68-64. You believe that? Wow,
what a great win.
And all the Tomcats want to thank several people that helped put the Tomcat trip together. Members Choice Credit Union, Identity Salon, Continuing the Legacy Foundation, the Texas Roadhouse, and Community Trust Bank. Our thanks go out to them. for helping the Tomcats in their trip here to Rupp Arena in Lexington, and we hope it lasts a few more days. The winner will get Warren Central on Friday at 1:30. They just rolled over Pulaski County, who's not got a bad team, 80-55. It was no match. The Dragons are a well-oiled machine. Oh, boy, are they ever. Well, Cats are back out. They came out a little bit early. I think they're getting a few more shots up to see if we can find somebody who can get the hot hand and drain some threes would be nice. And, if we can get some threes going, I think we'll be okay. But who knows? Not a bad crowd. I didn't comment. Owensboro, to be honest with you, brought a lot more fans than Ashland did. Hi, Wayne Breeden. Good to see you. One of the great Tomcat coaches of all time, Wayne Breeden. He brought a team here, and we went all the way to the finals. All the way. But couldn't connect at the end. The Ashland bands here. Cheerleaders are here. That's good. Got a few hundred Ashland fans, but not nearly what we need. Owensboro's got us outnumbered probably 2-1, I think. Maybe 3-1.
They do.
They brought a lot of fans.
All the way to the back.
Yeah. Cats are in maroon. They'll be taking the third quarter possession. Carter, DeBoard, Davis, Adkins, and Conway for the Cats. Owensboro will counter with Powell and Webb and Carbon and Taylor and Moss. Davis will inbounds it far side at midcourt with the Tomcats down by 2, 30-28. His official comes over to say something to Ryan Bonner, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what's he talking about. Nobody in foul trouble. That's the good news. 4 fouls against Owensboro, just 3 against the Cats. All right, Davis will get the basketball, and the Cats will try and tie it up, maybe take the lead. Ashland's has never led by more than 2. Owensboro's biggest lead has been 10. We've had 3 lane changes and 4 ties. Bring it into Carter, and it's immediately knocked way out of bounds by Taylor. So we'll try it again.
I think Ashland a little caught off guard in the sense that they haven't had many backcourts equally as quick this year that they faced.
Huntington High is pretty athletic like this team, but this team's a little bit quicker than Huntington High. Bring it into Davis. Davis at the top of the key. Dribbles it around the arc on the near side. Owensboro man-to-man. Davis takes to the baseline. Gives it to Adkins down the lane. Inside out. Davis from 15. Good. Tristan Davis will tie this bad boy at 30. Owensboro with the basketball in a hurry. Here comes Carbon to Powell. Powell takes it. Ashland's back in their 2-3 zone. Now to Webb down on the block on the left side. Spins with a hooker in the lane short. Rebound Asher Adkins. The outlet to Carter. Tie game at 30. Here comes Zander. Ahead to Conway. Open for 3. Doesn't take it. And then throws it away. But Carter's there to recover. And then Carter gets fouled by Powell. Powell picks up his first. Tomcat basketball, 30-30. Just 30 seconds into the third. Carter will put it in play on the far side. Free throw line extended in forecourt. Owensboro man-to-man. They really get after you. Get it into Davis. Davis with the basketball. Near side to DeBoard. DeBoard, baseline to Carter. Carter open, takes it into the paint, stops at 3 feet, bounced out, rebounded by Webb. Webb has to fight his way out of there and finally gets it. He'll bring it over now to Moss. Moss races up into forecourt, takes it all the way, the hole, lays it up and in. Somebody missed an assignment, 32-30 Owensboro. Minute into the third. Here's Adkins. He'll bring it across the timeline against Webb. Stops at the arc, left side to Davis. Davis back to Adkins along the baseline. Now to DeBoard. DeBoard with it out front against Powell. Makes his move into the paint to the bucket. He'll lay it in. Tie game at 32. Owensboro basketball, and here comes Moss, the freshman. Across the midcourt stripe, near side to Powell. Ashland in their 2-3 zone. Nope, gone man-to-man. Here's Carbon. Takes it to the free throw line. Backs out at 17. Missed it. Rebounded by Conway. Conway to DeBoard. Ahead it comes to Adkins. Adkins to the bucket against Webb. Lays it up, and it'll go. Cats have regained the lead. It's 34-32. Scoreboard says 35. Is that right?
It does. They counted Davis as short as a 3.
They did. Okay, here's a 2 and good by Moss from the free throw line. 35-34, so Davis will get credit for a 3 and not a 2. How about that? So the Cats led it at one point then by 3. Left side, here's the board to Carter. Carter will penetrate down the lane, scoop it up. Good. It won't count. They say charge. That's a bad call.
Wow.
That's a terrible call. Turnover for Ashland. Foul on Carter, his second. That's a terrible call.
Yeah, Carter had the ball curled up. He didn't have his arm extended.
No, he sure didn't. Owensboro down by 1, has it with 5:50 to go in the third. Inbounds to Moss. Ashland picks up half court man-to-man. Moss with the basketball. Brings it around to the near side, down to the baseline, drives in all the way, scoop shot, blocked by Conway. Rebounded by Atkins. Here come the Tomcats. Conway throws it away. Another Tomcat turnover. Out front, Moss. Moss has got it over to Powell. To Moss, down low to Webb against Davis. Spins, turns, misses the gimme. Rebounded by Carter. Carter looking for the outlet pass. Can't find anybody, so he'll bring it up floor himself. Ashland leads it 35-34. 5:15 to go in the third. Here comes Carter. Back and forth across the timeline. He'll take it down to the baseline. Jumper at 8. Won't go. He's having a rough time shooting. Rebounded by Powell, and here comes Owensboro. Powell go coast to coast. Throw up a floater in the lane. Won't go. Rebounded by Carter. He's got it double digits and rebounds tonight. Xander ahead to Race. Race will take it in off the glass. Inside out. Conway for 3. Yes! Attaboy. Get Tucker hot. 30 comes Moss to Taylor. Taylor at the elbow. Backs it out. Now penetrates down the lane, and he gets hammered. No call. Carter with a rebound. Got by with one there. Here come the Cats. Numbers 3 on 2. Carter will step out. Look it. Skip a pass over to Conway. Conway drives the baseline and gets fouled by Powell. Powell's second personal foul. Ashland leads it 38-34. Common foul. Tomcats will keep it. Leading by 4 with 4:27 to go in the third. Deb Board will put it in play underneath his bucket here on the near side. Be nice if we could capitalize right here. The board looks to get it in. Lobs it way out front to Xander Carter. Carter with it. Out near the hash mark. Makes his move against Taylor. Gives it to Davis. Davis takes it to the free throw line. Back to Carter. To the bucket. Spins. Puts reverse layup. No. Davis with the putback. It is no good. Rebounded by Carbon. Ahead to Taylor. Taylor down the lane. Fall away shot. Good. And Conway fouled him. Taylor gets a bucket in one try and can pull Owensboro to within 1. 38-36 with 4:07 to go in the third. Second foul on Conway. And Taylor to the foul line, a 68% free throw shooter. Averages 8 points, couple of rebounds.
He has 7 right now.
6'1 senior pushes it up. It's good. Got 3 the hard way. 38-37. Ashland's lead is trimmed to 1. Rogers in and Taylor out for Owensboro. Adkins will put it in play against Owensboro's pressure. Bring it into DeBoard. Double teamed and trapped. He's in trouble. He throws it over to Carter. Carter in backcourt. Spins. Comes out of there on the dribble. Up the far sideline. Carter across the timeline with a pass to Adkins. Adkins penetrates inside out. Conway for 3. In and out. No. Rebound tipped around out of bounds. Belongs to Owensboro. Last touched by DeBoard. Good call. That bad boy rattled down and out. 38-37 Ashland. Owensboro basketball. 3:49 to go here in the third, and here comes Powell. Powell will stop against Ashland's man-to-man. Straight away to Rogers. Now to Moss on the far side. Martz, top of the wing, penetrates inside out. A 3 by Rogers. No good short. Rebounded by DeBoard. Here come the Cats up by 1. DeBoard in a hurry. Splits the defenders. To the bucket he'll go. Inside out. Carter for 3. Yes! His first 3 of the night. Get him the ball, fellas. 41-37. Ashland by 4. There's a steal by DeBoard. He just strips Carbon. 2-on-1. He'll lose a handle on it and turn it over. Here comes Owensboro the other way. Down the lane. Putting it up. No good. Tipped up and in as the miss by Moss. By Webb. 41-39. Ashland by 2. Conway straight away. Over to Adkins. Now to Davis. 3 minutes to go in the third, and Ashland up by 2. Carter with it out front against Rogers. He'll spin into the corner to Davis. Davis will take it into the paint. He'll pivot down into the paint, lose a handle on it, kicks it over to Carter. But they say Davis was on the inline. Another Tomcat turnover. Way too many turnovers tonight. They come in averaging only 8. And I've got them with
They
12.
have 11.
11, okay.
Or 12, yes.
2:47 to go here in the third. Ashland leads at 41-39 over Owensboro on B97.
Adam Gold in studio with my friends Dallas Spruill and Patrick Day from the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. All right, let's see if you guys can run down the litany of all of your products, because I have to do them every time in the podcast. So, Patrick, start with you. Give me a product.
Gutter helmet.
Gutter. Oh, very good.
Roofing.
Roofing.
Windows.
Doors.
Railings.
Railings. I don't even mention it. I got to mention that now.
Vinyl and hardy siding.
Oh, hardy plank siding. Very good.
Awnings.
Awnings. Another one I don't mention. I'm bad at this.
Carports.
Oh, we've stumped you. We've stumped you, Dallas.
Carports.
Carports. Another one I don't mention.
Everything on the outside of your home.
Everything on the if it's for the exterior of your home.
That's right.
To make your home more beautiful and energy efficient on the outside and inside. Right?
Oh.
Anything to add to that, Dallas?
Reach out. Give us a call. You can visit us on the web at aluminumcompany.com.
There you go. Free no obligation estimate can be had. And there are more products than that. aluminumcompany.com.
Your home for the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
41-39, Ashland leads it with 2:47 to go in the third. Tomcats had an opportunity there. They had a 4-on-1 break, and DeBoer just lost a handle on it and turned it over for our 12th turnover of the night, compared to Owensboro's 3. And that's how Owensboro stays in ball games and wins ball games, is they turn you over.
And Owensboro with 13 points off those turnovers. Ashland with 0.
Well, they've only turned it over 3 times. We haven't had a lot of opportunities, have we?
No.
Conway, DeBoer, Atkins, and Carter for Ashland.
But usually Ashland much better at forcing turnovers than they have been tonight.
Carbon and Webb, Powell, Moss, and who's that fellow over there? That's Rogers, who brings it into Moss. Ashland picks up, half-court man-to-man. Owensboro down 2. Moss angles it toward the right side as he crosses the timeline, dribbling out front against the board. Back and forth he'll come, near side now to Powell. Powell back out on top to Moss between the rings. He'll run it around to the right side. Moss looks down low to Webb. Webb on the block, spins, turns, puts it up. No good. Rebound Rogers, good. Tie game at 41. 2:20 to go in the third, and here comes DeBoer. DeBoer races across the timeline, races to Carter. Carter hit his last 3, his only 3. He'll stop, make his move at the top of the key, come around the arc to the near side, look back door to Conway, nothing going. Behind the back dribble, takes it to the bucket, over Webb, puts it up short, rebounded Webb. Webb, the outlet to Rogers. Rogers against DeBoer, takes it to the hole, misses a gimme. Rebound DeBoer, and a foul on Webb. He's on his back. Webb's second. 41-41 with a minute 54 to go here in the third.
We were fortunate he missed that. Rogers out-hustled everybody down court.
Adkins will put it in play for Ashland against Owensboro's pressure. Taylor will come in for Owensboro, and Rogers will go out. Adkins, underneath the Red Devil bucket, brings it into DeBoer, double-teamed and trapped. Lob over to Carter. Carter will come up a little ways, still in backcourt. He'll bring it up the far sideline, crosses into the 10-second stripe, gets bumped and no call. Carter will take it in the corner to Davis. Davis will move in to Adkins down the lane. He got stripped. Another Tomcat turnover. They go to the other end, wide open, and laying it up and in is Moss. Owensboro regains the lead. Our 5th lead change at 43-41. Conway for 3 to get it back. Nope. Rebound out of bounds belongs to Owensboro. Last touch by Ashland. Minute 23 to go in the third. Owensboro leads at 43-41. Freeze in, and out goes Adkins. I'm surprised Braxton Jennings hadn't checked back in here, and I think he probably will very shortly.
He had a great first half.
He sure did. Powell brings it in to Moss. Owensboro, after trailing by 41-37, they've scored 6 straight and have the basketball, and here comes Moss. High pick and roll. Around the right to the side, and DeBoer knocks it away out of bounds. It'll stay with Owensboro at 70 seconds to go in the third. Powell will put it in play. Free throw line extended over on the far side. Powell looks, looks, and brings it into Moss. Moss at the free throw line gives to Taylor. Taylor outside the arc here on the near side. Takes it down into the wing and brings it back out and gives now to Powell. At a minute to go in the third, Powell stands against Conway, near side to Carbon. Carbon way out front against Carter. He'll stand and dribble. They'll clear it out for him. He'll take it to the baseline, get cut off. Back out on top to Powell, now to Carbon. Carbon again makes his move, this time to the right side. Nothing going. They cut him off. Now he'll take it to the bucket, lay it up, and DeBoard fouled him. Had a good block, but apparently got him with the body and picks up the foul. And Carbon will get two. Tomcat fans don't like it. Look pretty good from here. 43-41, Owensboro by 2. We're at 42 seconds to go in the third. And Carbon, who is perfect at the foul line tonight at 44 for 4, will shoot 2. He's not that great a free throw shooter, 66% for the year. Got another one, though. He's 5 for 5. 44-41, Owensboro by 3.
And that's only his second point of this half so far. He's a lot of the other players for Owensboro getting involved on the offensive end.
7-0 run by the Owensboro Red Devils. Up and bounced in again, 6 for 6. 45-41, 8-0 run by Owensboro. Here come the Cats. DeBoard with it out front, top of the key, straightaway 3 ball, count it. Pulls the Cats within 1, 44-45, 28 seconds. Here comes Carbon again, guarded by Carter. He'll take it all the way to the bucket, put it over Davis, charge, no call, missed the shot, rebound Carter. Here come the Cats. Carter ahead to DeBoard, threw it behind him and out of bounds. Another Ashland turnover. 14 of them,
wow.
Is that right?
14, yes.
Oh, my goodness. Down 1, had the ball and a chance to regain the lead, but not now with 17 seconds to go. Owensboro will wait for 1. This we can get a steal. We need a stop right here. Here's Moss dribbling out front. Down to 8 seconds. In the corner to Carbon. Drives the baseline. Skip a pass out to Powell. He'll try a 3 and hit it. Doggone, that's a big dagger right there. That'll end the third. Big dagger by Powell. He hits a 3 to end the third. It's Owensboro 48. Ashland 44 here on B97.
Adam Golden studio with my friend Patrick Day from the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. Should we talk about roofs or is it roofs? Do we know?
I think it's roofs.
Is it?
I'm not. When I say it out loud, I'm not real sure.
Just sounds
honestly.
better. It should be roofs, but it's fine. Tell me about good roofs.
So call the Aluminum Company of North Carolina for 1 to get a good roof or roof, whatever you want to say. But so we offer some unheard of warranties on our roofing. We can come out and look at your situation, give you some free estimates on the roof, and also look around at the gutters and the wood around the house. We do it all, so it's a perfect time of year to call us out, especially with the snow coming. You don't want to think your roof's going to leak.
Right. Roofing, gutter helmets. Gutter helmets are awesome. You never have to get on a ladder, so I'm told.
We can do it all, so you don't have to call another company and to look at getting wood replaced or any of that. We can do every bit of it.
AluminumCompany.com online. Patrick Day is there. Free no obligation estimate available to you online on Hamlin Road in Durham. AluminumCompany.com.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Well, we've got our Clark's Pump and Shop third quarter contest where they run a little tight down the field, and Ashland cheerleader or Owensboro cheerleader tried to stack the cups, which they do, and then they race back to the other end, and the winner is tie. No, Owensboro wins it. All right. Ashland didn't like the call.
Yeah, she just pointed randomly and was like, we'll go with them.
No, Owensboro's 48, Ashland 44 as we enter the final 8. It's Davis, Carter, DeBoard, Freeze, and Jennings back in for the Tomcats. Owensboro basketball, we start the final 8. After trailing by 4, they went on an 8-0 run and now leaded by 4. It'll be Powell and Moss, Webb, Carbon, and Taylor for the Red Devils. Powell will bring it into Moss. He might have got by with a walk there. The freshman brings it across the timeline, and Davis knocks it away out of bounds. Deflected. It'll stay with Owensboro just seconds into the third.
It's good to see Jennings back in for this one.
Yeah. Powell inbounds it, brings it into Webb. Back and give and go. Powell inside out to Carbon. In the corner, Taylor for a triple. Good. Uh-oh. That's a big another dagger. Back-to-back threes by Owensboro, giving them a 7-point lead. at 51-44, and here comes Carter. Across the line, he'll stop top of the key. Near side to DeBoard. DeBoard will penetrate to the free throw line. He'll back it in, double teamed, inside out to Jennings. Jennings will bring it back out on top. In the corner to Freeze, back out to Jennings. Jennings makes his move, back to Freeze. Out front to DeBoard, bad pass recovered by DeBoard. Now to Freeze, now to DeBoard. High pick and roll, DeBoard down to the baseline. Inside in the corner to Davis. Skip past Freeze, will try a three, won't go. Back of the tab, rebound Owensboro. Need a stop here. Owensboro could put this one close to being away. Here's Moss down the lane, puts it up, and Davis flipped it right back in his face, but he got his own rebound. Moss out front now to Powell. A minute into the third, they lead it by 7. Powell in the corner to Taylor. Taylor with the basketball, brings it back out between the rings. 51-44 Owensboro. Out front to Powell. Powell with the basketball, penetrates into the paint. He'll go to the block, put the shot up, no. Rebound tipped around. Freeze on the floor, goes and gets it for Ashland. Bounce pass over to Carter. 3-on-1, the catch with the numbers. Carter, the bucket. He'll lay it up, he'll get it, and a foul. A blocking foul on Owensboro makes it 51-46. And Carter's got a chance to cut it to 4.
And that was a good call. He was not in position to take the charge.
Powell picks up his third. Carter will go on the line to get 3 the hard way. With Ashland trailing 5 with 6.5 to play. Zander, the sophomore, up. Splits the twine. It's 51-47. Rogers back in. Taylor out for Owensboro. Inbounds, it comes to Moss, and here comes Owensboro with the basketball. On top by 4. Moss walks it across the timeline. Near side, he comes to Powell. Powell against Jennings, looks down low to Carbon. Carbon against Carter, inside, skip a pass over in the corner. Moss for a 3, short. Rebounded by Braxton Jennings. Cats down 4 with the ball. Here comes Braxton, doesn't have the numbers. Lob out to Carter, to DeBoard. DeBoard will penetrate and bring it back out. Penetrate again, a 3 ball, in and out. Won't go, daggone it. That thing's down in there. Rebounded by Webb of Owensboro. Here comes Carbon. Red Devils up by 4. Carbon down the lane, puts it up, got it, and got fouled. What a great shot. He got the bucket and won. 53-47, Owensboro by 6. Carbon again, slow getting up. I don't know who fouled him.
That was on Carter.
Xander.
I think they're late.
Right. Count the bucket. Fouls on Carter, his third. Can't play without him, though. Carbon gets a bucket and 1 try. He's 6 of 6 from the foul line, and could give Owensboro that 7-point lead again with 5:51 to go.
And Carter just got him right. He was falling down as he shot that. Carter just fell right into him.
Shot up. Good. 3 the hard way for Carbon. 54-47. Owensboro by 7 again. Here comes DeBoard. Brings it across the line. He'll drive it all the way to the baseline. Take it in against Webb. Now to Freeze in the corner. Freeze will bring it back out on top to Jennings. Braxton will make his move. Top of the key against Moss. Back and forth in the corner. Carter, DeWard for 3. Short. Rebounded nicely, though, by Freeze. Freeze to Carter. Carter looks. He'll drive the baseline all the way in. Double pump it up, and Carbon fouled him. His second, and Carter will get 2. Good news is the clock stops at 5:20. Ashland down by 7, 54-47. Carter 3 of 3 from the foul line tonight. Trying to get to the quarterfinals are the Tomcats.
Carter at the line.
Who have been there many times. Carter up, bounced out. Gotta have him.
Ashland 4 for 8 from the line as a team, and Owensboro 8 for 9. And this is an area I thought we for sure had an advantage coming in.
Yep. Tomcats have been to the quarterfinals 22 times. Carter will win more. He can cut the lead to 6 at 5:20. It's up, and he got it. 54-48. Need a stop. As Ryan Bonner likes to call him, we need a kill. We need 3 stops. That's what we need. Carbon just stands and dribbles out front with 5:10 to go. Carbon standing on front of the Sweet 16 logo. Makes his move into the paint, blows by the defender, and they say a foul on Carter. That's 4. Guess he reached. Yep, that's 4 on Xander. Can't really take him out of the game with 5:03 to go, and Carbon will get 2 more.
That was a tough break. They called this game very loose early, but they've really tightened it up.
I would agree with you. Carbon is 7 of 7 from the foul line. He's playing way above his head, and he got that one. 8 of 8. 55-48. It's Owensboro by 7. Out goes Davis for the Tomcats, and back in comes Asher Adkins.
Carbon only 5 for 15 from the field, but he's hit 8 for 9 right now from the line.
1 more for Carbon. Senior pushes it up. Yeah, he missed one. About time. Rebounded by Freeze over to DeBoard. Down 7 come the Cats. 5 minutes to go. DeBoard coast to coast. Lays it up. Got it. 55-50. Cats down 5. Need a stop, fellas. Carbon's going to be guarded by Asher Adkins now because Carter's got 4 and Adkins has 0. Carbon puts it up over Adkins. Missed it. Rebound Xander Carter taken away by Powell. Put it up and in.
Powell just wanted it.
57-50. Yep. DeBoard coast to coast. Into the paint he goes. He gets pushed down. Goes to Jennings. Adkins for 3. In and out. No. Carter with a putback. 57-52. Ashland trimmed it to 5 with 4:23 to go and calls timeout. Cats down 5. We'll be back in a moment here on B97.
Adam Golden Studio with my friend Dallas Sproul from the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. Should we talk windows?
Yes, Adam. The windows that we sell are custom made to your specifications and size perfectly to fit your home. And what that means for you is that you're not going to feel air coming around the windows. You're not going to leak water. They're going to look great. They're going to work great. You're going to love the new windows.
How many kinds of windows do you have?
You name them. I mean, whatever.
I can't.
Go online, look them up, whether they're wood windows, aluminum clad wood windows, vinyl windows, bays, bows, gardens, the ones that's got pointy corners on them.
I like that. Difference between a bay window and a bow window is what?
The pointy corners.
Oh, which one has the pointy corners?
The bay window.
Oh, man, I ask that question every time. I still don't know the answer to it. AluminumCompany.com for a free no-obligation estimate. Dallas or any of the other superstar people will come out and help you out and give you a free no-obligation estimate. AluminumCompany.com.
Your home for the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
4:23 to go in this one. Ashland within striking distance. Down 5, 57-52. Cats will come with DeBoard and Carter, Jennings, Adkins, and Freeze. Got to get these stops. And then we got to convert on the other end because we are not shooting it well tonight.
Ashland only 20 from the field for 40%. 7 of 24 for downtown for 29%. And 5 for 9 from the free throw line for 56%. And usually we're 70%, 6% from there.
Owensboro counters with Taylor and Webb, Moss, Carbon, and Powell. Ashland's going to go full court, man-to-man. Powell will put it in play. He'll lob it into Carbon. Carbon has it knocked away, gets it back. Carbon's going to run the point out front for the Red Devils. He'll bring it across the line against Jennings. Now backs it out near center line, just stands and dribbles. Right side over to Moss at 4:10 to go, and back to Carbon as they play pitch and catch. Moss stands and dribbles. Midway through the 4th and final, Owensboro by 5. They're going to put it in the freezer. Here's Powell and Moss. Back to Powell. High post to Carbon. Now to Taylor and back out to Powell. Down low to Webb. Double team. Trap. Going to throw one up and in anyway. 59-52. Owensboro by 7. 3:40 to go. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard. Into the corner, dribbles it, brings it back out, over to Carter. Carter will stand, take it to the hole against Webb, scoop it up, miss it, tipped it up and in. Carter cuts it to 5, 59-54, 3:25 to go.
That's 21 for Carter now.
Carbon across the line. Need that stop, fellas. Got to have that stop. Carbon with it out front against Adkins. Around the arc he goes and down into the paint with a fall-away shot. No good. Rebound Freeze. We got the stop. Now we got to convert. Freeze throws it away right into the hands of Powell, who lays it up and in. Another big turnover for Ashland. They got 14 of those bad boys, 15 of those bad boys now. Threw it right in his hand. Freeze. Goes down into the paint to DeBoard, puts it up and in. 61-56, 2:50 to go. Ashland down by 5. Need another stop. Got it before and then Freeze threw it away. Here comes Carbon all the way to the bucket. Inside out to Webb, down the lane, puts it up, missed it. Rebound tipped around, gathered in by Taylor. Taylor out front to Moss with 2:30 to go. Moss against DeBoard. Back and forth. He comes. DeBoard picks his pocket. He'll go to the other end and lay it in. Turnover Owensboro. Ashland within 3 at 61-58, 2:20 to go. Moss, the freshman, against DeBoard. Up the far sideline. He comes. He loses a handle on it. Carbon's there to retrieve it. He'll bring it across the timeline. Kill his dribble with 2:10 to go. Moss out front and a timeout Owensboro. 2:11 left to go in this one. Ashland trailing Owensboro 61-58 here on B97.
Adam Gold in studio with my friends Patrick Day and Dallas Sproul from the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. Have a window debate for me right here. Give me your favorite window, Dallas.
Double hung.
Casement.
Oh, my gosh. Which is better?
Casement.
Yeah.
Casement's better than double hung?
I don't know. They're both pretty great, honestly.
For our climate, the double hung's the best. If you're in colder climates, you see the casements more often. The nice thing about a casement is it's easy to clean.
I like that. I don't clean them. Can I call you if I need to clean windows?
These windows are so easy to clean, they practically clean themselves.
But the best one's the one put in by the Aluminum Company, right?
Oh, my gosh. That was such a setup. That's beautiful.
Look us up on the web at aluminumcompany.com.
People can go there, get a free no obligation estimate, send your pictures in, right? Send your pictures in.
Text them, email them.
You guys can put a window in where there is no window, right?
That can happen.
Oh, man, I love this country. Aluminumcompany.com for a free no obligation estimate online. Aluminumcompany.com.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
2:11 to go. Owensboro leads it by 3, 61-58, a one-possession game. Ashland's probably got to start thinking about fouling. Who do you foul? Carbon is 8 of 9 from the line. Taylor's 1 of 1. Their worst free throw shooter is on the floor would be Powell, who's at 51% for the season. Maybe that's a man to foul. I don't know. Ashland goes man-to-man. Carbon will put it in play, far side of midcourt. You sure as heck don't want to foul that guy. 2:11 to go. Tomcats need another stop. Carbon brings it in to Moss. Moss down the lane against Freeze, lays it up and in. 63-58, 2 minutes to go. Owensboro by 5. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard, top of the key. Penetrates, looks to kick it out, and does to Freeze, and now to Carter. Carter around the arc to the left side. He'll penetrate. He'll look near side to DeBoard. DeBoard will make his move to the top of the key. Back and forth, near side to Carter. Carter into the lane against Webb. Lays it up, missed it. Got his rebound, put it up, fouled with 1:41 to go. So we stopped the clock and got a chance to score. That foul is going to be on Webb, his third. Timeout on the floor. Media timeout, 1:41 to go. Carter will shoot 2 when we get back, and the Cats trail it 63-58 here on B97.
It's get400more.com. Used car prices are coming down, but only on the newer cars. If you have a 5 to 10-year-old car, it's still a great time to sell. Older cars are worth 30% more than they were 3 years ago. Sell your car for more to get400more.com.
It's Erica DeLong with Andy Irwin, the producer of Jesus Revolution that's in theaters everywhere February 24th. What can we expect, Andy?
Jesus Revolution is one that's going to catch you way off guard, where this hippie revolution hit rock bottom, and out of this spiritual awakening happened. And these hippie kids kind of went from being freaks to Jesus freaks. And this hippie evangelist, played by Jonathan Rumi from the TV show The Chosen, Kelsey Grammer plays this pastor. And it's just a special moment in history.
Take your friends and family in theaters February 24th. Check out more details at JesusRevolution.movie.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Minute 41 to go. Ashland trails at 63-58. Xander Carter will be at the line to shoot 2 for the Cats. Can get them within 3. They've had a couple of stops, but can't convert on the other end. And sometimes even turn it over. Turnovers have killed us. I got us with 15, is that about right?
Yes, 15-6 on the turnovers and 22-2 in points off of turnovers favoring Owensboro. We've just had a couple real bad turnovers under the bucket that they've converted for easy layups, and that's cost us at this point.
Yep, sure has. Carter to shoot two. It's DeBoard and Jennings, Carter, Adkins, and Freeze for Ashland. Owensboro breaks huddle. They'll bring out Carbon and Moss and Webb and Powell and Taylor. Ashland's got to think about fouling now. They only have 5 team fouls, so they're still 2 away from putting Owensboro on the bonus, and hopefully he can foul the right man, and that ain't Carbon. Don't foul that cat. Carter will shoot 2. Trailing by 5, 63-58. Need to make it a one-possession game, and to do that, we got to have them both. Xander, the sophomore. Up. Good. Rattled it in. 63-59. One more for Xander Carter.
22 points, 13 boards for him tonight.
Nice double-double. Pushes it up. Good again. One-possession game. Carbon to put it in and brings it in to Moss. Moss, a freshman in backcourt. DeBoard picked his pocket once. Maybe he can do it again. Brings it across the line. Takes it all the way to the baseline against DeBoard. Through the lane and lobs it back out to Powell. Powell in the corner now to Moss at a minute 25. Gives to Carbon. Carbon against Adkins. Pivots around and backs it out on the dribble. Carbon, high pick and roll. He'll take it into the lane. Scoop shot up and in. Nobody can guard him. 65-60, a minute 10 to go. Owensboro by 5. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard makes his move. Top of the key. Down into the paint. Fall away 10-footer. Bouncing out. Rebound Adkins. Adkins to Carter. Back up and in. One possession game. Timeout Ashland. 60 seconds to go. 65-62. Tomcats have cut it to 3 again. And this will be a quick 30-second timeout, as the Tomcats will try and get a steal here somehow. Ashland Tomcats want to thank the Members' Choice Credit Union, Identity Salon, Continuing the Legacy Foundation, Texas Roadhouse and Community Trust Bank for helping the Tomcats with their trip. As we look down to my right, good congregation of Tomcat fans, but we're outnumbered by Owensboro tonight.
They brought the house.
Yeah, they did. Jennings, DeBoard, Adkins, Carter, and Freeze for the Cats. It's Webb, who's a bad free throw shooter. Maybe we should foul him. He's 47%. Taylor, Carbon, Moss, and Powell will inbound it at 60 seconds. Owensboro up 3. Powell looks to get it in. Looking. Gets it into Moss. Moss ahead. Ball deflected. Gathered in by Taylor. Near side to Carbon. Carbon at 53. Fouled by Adkins. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Adkins' first foul. Oh, well, they don't shoot yet, right?
Right, there's still one to
just 6.
One to give.
Next foul will put Owensboro on the bonus. 53 seconds to go. Ashland down 3. Again, it'll be Powell to put it in play. Brings it into Moss. Back to Powell. Foul him. Back to Moss. Moss gets fouled by Jennings, his first. Moss will go on the line to shoot the 1-and-1, a 64% free throw shooter. That's not real good. And he's a freshman, so maybe we found the right man. We're going to find out here. At the line, Jonathan Moss. 1+1. Up 3. Up and no good. Rebound Adkins. We got a shot. Adkins, Carter. Carter down the lane. Inside out to Jennings. Jennings at 40 seconds. Cats down 3. Has it out front in a timeout. Nope, a foul on Taylor, his first. Team 7th. Ashland's on the bonus with 39 seconds to go. And it'll be Braxton Jennings to shoot 1+1. He's a sophomore and a 75% free throw shooter. The problem is Braxton hadn't shot a lot of free throws. 3 for 4. The sophomore can get us within 1 if he hits both ends of it. Spins it, dribbles it, spins it on its way. Yes, sir. Braxton earns a bonus, gets it within 2. 65-63 at 39 seconds. Jennings, a sophomore. 1-2 dribbles, spins it, dribbles it, Spins it on its way, short. Rebound, Freeze. Out to Carter. Carter down the lane, puts it up, blocked by Webb, rebounded by Moss. 30 seconds to go, and Moss fouled by the board. Oh, what a big rebound by Freeze, and then a shot block. Oh, that's a killer, isn't it? Foul on the board, his third. 31 seconds to go. Ashland trails by 2. And we walk to the other end, and maybe Moss will miss another front end of the bonus. Missed it seconds ago, did the freshman. Still a one-possession game with Moss at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. It's up, short again. Rebound, Tomcats Adkins. Ashland with a chance at time, maybe take the lead. Into Jennings. Jennings spreads the defenders all the way in. Ashland looks to the bucket. Jennings looking in the corner to Freeze. 20 seconds. Jennings for 3 in the lead. He got it! Jennings drains a 3. Tomcats meet it. 66-65. 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Here comes Carbon. Carbon will throw up a 3. No good. Rebound. Ball loose. Taylor's got it at 3 seconds. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Webb. He puts it up. No good. Tomcats win. Tomcats win. 66-65. Tomcats win. Woo-hoo. A 3 by Braxton Jennings. The dagger. The Cats win it. 66-65. How about them Cats, baby? Wow. Braxton Jennings, the man. He's the man. He was the man on the football field, and he's the man on the hardwood. 66-65. Tomcats win. We live to play another day. We'll be back in a moment here on B97.
Get400more.com purchased 1,000 cars in 22. We're going to double that in 23. Get400more.com is Raleigh's highest rated car buyer. Our more money guarantee promises more money for your car at Get400more.com.
Adam Golden Studio with my friend Dallas Sproul from the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. Should we talk windows?
Yes, Adam. The windows that we sell are custom made to your specifications and size perfectly to fit your home. And what that means for you is that you're not going to feel air coming around the windows. You're not going to leak water. They're going to look great. They're going to work great. You're going to love the new windows.
How many kinds of windows do you have?
You name them. I mean, whatever.
I can't.
Go online, look them up, whether they're wood windows, aluminum clad wood windows, vinyl windows, bays, bows, gardens, the ones that's got pointy corners on them.
I like that. Difference between a bay window and a bow window is what?
The pointy corners.
Oh, which one has the pointy corners?
The bay window.
Oh, man, I ask that question every time. I still don't know the answer to it. AluminumCompany.com for a free no obligation estimate. Dallas or any of the other superstar people will come out and help you out and give you a free no obligation estimate. AluminumCompany.com.
As if the McCrispy couldn't get any better, Bacon and Ranch just entered the chat. The Bacon Ranch McCrispy, available at participating McDonald's for a limited time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Martha Stewart, and I have a question for you. You know that unwelcome guest everyone wishes would just leave already? That's COVID-19. That's why I got an updated booster designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. Got it? Check eligibility and schedule your updated COVID booster at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
Imagine you're in a tent in the desert with dozens of other people.
It's dark. It's pitch black. Like there's no light coming through.
You're all pressed up close together beneath layers of tarps.
And there's these weird, branches, very creepily kind of holding the top up.
You've been warned. What's about to happen will be intense.
He was touting that he was awesome.
You're here to push yourself to your limits. And you're here for James.
You must have a passion for growth, because there's a law in your universe that states if you're not growing, you are dying. Please remember that.
James Arthur Ray was an Oprah-endorsed guru.
Okay, James, I just love what you just said during the commercial break. I hadn't heard that before.
Turned self-help superstar.
James Ray has been the most amazing coach.
With hundreds of thousands of followers.
I'm not usually lost for words, but it's incredible. It's life-changing.
And a compelling message.
Unless and until you change your beliefs, you will never, ever even scratch the surface of what you're capable of.
From Wondery comes a story about the dark side of enlightenment.
911, where is your emergency?
13850, Angel Valley Road.
Okay, what's the problem?
2 people not breathing.
How far is too far to go to change your life?
I can help you, but you have to be willing. You have to be willing to do what most people won't do.
I'm Matt Stroud.
Listen to Guru now.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
And now the Tomcats post-game show on your home for Ashland sports, B97.
Yeah, I'll be all right. All my friends are texting me, say, Dickie, you're going to have heart failure. You're going to have a heart attack. Hey, I've been through worse than this. I've been through tougher ones than this, and the old ticker keeps on a ticking. Thank you, the good Lord. Ashland wins it 66-65. They came all the way back from 10 down. Trailed at one point 55-48 late in the ball game and outscore them 11-7. Does that make sense? That's not right. Is it?
Let's see.
48. No, 18-7. Is that what it was?
Let's see. It was over the last stanza. It was 22-14. They were down 51-44.
Yeah.
At one point.
And the Tomcats win it. They were trailed 55-48. I didn't write how much time was left at that particular point, but they did trail 55-48. So Ashland scored 18, and Owensboro scored 10.
He had it potted up, so let's see how this
So,
sounds. I'm right here at the mic.
Well,
and we'll
go back to the interview room with Ryan Bonner, and I'm sure Braxton Jennings will be there, and Xander Carter. We'll go back to the interview room. We don't get to talk to Ryan and the Tomcats personally because of the state tournament rules and regulations, but who cares? We win. You want to give us stats before we go back there,
everything,
Tyler?
Sure, Brian. We'll start with Ashland, 42% from the field compared to 40 for Owensboro. Ashland 8 of 25 for 32% from 3. Owensboro 4 of 11, 36%. Ashland 62% from the line. Owensboro 69. Ashland had 15 turnovers compared to 6 for Owensboro. Out-rebounded Owensboro 45-33, 21-10.
What was the rebounding?
45-33 in favor of Ashland.
Whipped their butts on the board.
Surprised me on that a little bit.
Yeah.
21-10 in Ashland's favor on second chance points. And then individually, Carter had 25 along with 13 boards.
Sheesh, nice double-double.
DeBoard had 17, 8 of 15 from the field, 5 boards, 3 assists. Jennings had 10 with 4 boards. Davis had 6 with 4 boards. Adkins had 3 with 5 boards. Conway had 3 with 2 boards. Freeze had 2 with 11 boards and 3 assists. And then Carbon had 22, but he finished 7 of 20 from the field to get it. But, of course, he was 8 of 10.
I thought he took a
from the
bad
line.
shot there at the end. I mean, off balance, just outside the, or maybe right on the line, but didn't take a good shot. But they got the rebound and had a couple of looks. They weren't good looks, but they had a couple of looks, and neither one of them fell.
Yes, and I'll add real quick on sportsmanship afterward. So Webb, when the buzzer sounded, he just goes down to the floor, and instead of running over and celebrating, Xander and Tucker ran over, helped him up, and consoled him through that. I thought that was a really nice show of sportsmanship on their end.
Okay, all you Tomcat and Dickie lovers, we'll be fine. We'll go back to the interview room here in a minute. Ashland wins at 66-65. They outscore Owensboro 22-17 in the fourth. And here we go to
second game,
the interview room.
An exciting game it was. We have the winners, the Ashland Blazer Tomcats. We have head coach Ryan Bonner, student athletes Xander Carter, Race DeBoard, and Braxton Jennings. Coach, comments on the game, please.
Just a absolute dogfight of a basketball game by both teams. I mean, it was a slugfest.
It was physical. It was up and down at times. At times the pace was slow. At times the pace was extremely rapid. As just a fan of the game of basketball, I feel like you got to literally see everything that you would want to see within 32 minutes of a high school basketball game. I mean, it was just a phenomenal game, and that's exactly out there what you saw, why they call it March Madness.
Question, just raise your hand in the middle there.
Coach, you talked a little bit about the tempo there early on in the first quarter. I thought Owensboro kind of thrived off of that. What did you guys try to do to kind of regroup and slow them down?
Well, we were I thought we were settling for threes that were way, way outside of our range. I think that third line was kind of messing with us a little bit, and those misses were turning into transition opportunities for them, and we knew going into this game that they were, in my opinion, I think these guys would agree, they're the fastest team that we've seen on film all year. I mean, they are just fast. So we kind of called that timeout to just regroup, make sure, because your shot selection against a team that is so transition-oriented like that is huge. You got to take the right shots, otherwise they're going to make you pay for it. So that was the point of emphasis in that timeout, nothing crazy. And I thought we adjusted well. We also got out of that zone also when we decided to go man-to-man and kind of just pack it in and try to make things ugly on them offensively. And I mean, you know, we held them to 41% from the field and 33% from 40% from the field and 36% from three. So I feel like defensively we did, you know, just about everything we needed to do to win that basketball game.
Right here.
Braxton, this team's filled with three-point gunners. You don't shoot that many, 27 on the season it looks like going into today, but just tell me that final play, man, and kind of what was going through your head in that moment.
I just feel like we needed a three, so I got it and I shot it and it felt good, so it went in and we won. I'm happy for us.
Right here in the back.
Coach, you came out with 45 rebounds today as a team. Preach a little bit about the physicality from your guys on the boards today.
Xander, I want you to tell everybody in this room what I told you guys 4 times about the teams that win at Rupp Arena.
It's the most physical teams that win the games here and move on to the Elite Eight and the final games.
Yeah, that's what I've told them that from the time that we won the regional finals and we started prepping for Owensboro. You know, while this is my first time being in this particular role, I've been here enough as an assistant to know that the physically toughest teams are the ones that advance, and I probably said that until and at times the guys probably thought, like, this is so coach speakish and just so like we get it. No, it means something. You have got to be physical and you've got to be tough, and those are the teams that advance when you get to March. We won the rebound battle every single game in the regional tournament. It's been a huge point of emphasis for us from mid-January on because we were losing the rebounding battle. But you know, 45 rebounds, 17 offensive rebounds. I think everybody here knows who the physically most tough team was tonight.
I know Ashland has been to the state tournament 5 straight years, but what did you tell about these guys about the atmosphere of the state tournament?
I was just telling them it's great. You know, it's a great atmosphere, but at the same time, we got to keep our highs medium and our lows medium. We can't get too high and too low because if we do that, it's a game of runs, and we're going to bounce back no matter what. Just enjoy it, soak it up, and hopefully we can move on, and we did.
Any final questions? Coach Bonner, congratulations to you and the Tomcats, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Ryan Bonner of the Tomcats as the Cats win it. And, my goodness, Tyler. And I'm okay, all my Tomcat fans and listeners and everybody listening tonight. I know I went a little ape crazy there at the end, but that's okay. It's okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I look through maroon-colored glasses. Everybody knows it. Always have, always will.
Absolutely.
We win, you lose. It's that simple. Okay. Tyler, thanks for joining me, my friend.
Oh, thank you,
Anything
Dickie.
you want to contribute here toward the end of the broadcast?
Yeah,
Besides, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Rob Siri.
There you go.
Hi, Trevor Dorsey from Peninsula Catholic tuned in, and big shout out to him. And
oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
He's a good man.
Yes. Thank you for having me on, Dick. This is something we'll be talking about this one for a long time.
Yes, we will. I agree with you. And the Cats win it. I guess you can't come. You got tax work to do, I know. Somehow you got to get back here Friday afternoon, big boy. You're with me here, and we win the game, so, you're kind of like, we can't change things. It's like we're in the same pair of socks or something,
I said that I wouldn't be able to make it. Now I'm kind of like, we got to find a way to get back here.
There you go. Well, Tomcats are back for the 5th straight year, and now we will go on to the quarterfinals. And, boy, I'll tell you what, our work's cut out for us on Friday with Warren Central, but we'll tip it off and we'll give them a run. I mean, we gave Owensboro a run and beat them. Warren Central's 33-1, Ashland's 23-11, back into the Elite 8 as we were 2 years ago when we went all the way to the Final Four, and then beat Owensboro. Owensboro still hadn't beaten us. Has never, ever beaten us. We are 6-0 against Owensboro. And we beat them the last time we were here in the first round. So how about that, huh?
It's an interesting stat.
6-0. That ain't bad. We'll take 6-0. Well, could play a lot of basketball tomorrow. Of course, more first-round games. They start 11 here at Rupp Arena, but the one we're concerned about is on Friday at 1:30. Warren Central, top-ranked in the state, only lost once. They're 33-1. Ashland's 23-11. We'll show up and play. We don't believe in dodging anybody. We'll play you. So we'll be here. Tyler, again, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Dickie.
All right. And for Coach Ryan Bonner and Braxton Jennings with the game winner, the winning three-pointer, as well as Xander, who was in there, and was Race in the interview room, I think? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, that'll do it. All right. Cats win it 66-65. We'll see you Friday afternoon about 1 o'clock here and Scott Hessen back at the station. Thank you so much. We'll see you back here at about 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon on B97.